Sally up, bring Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Bring Sally up, bring Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Bring Sally up, bring Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Bring Sally up, bring Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Bring Sally up, bring Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Sally up and bring Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Sally up and bring Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Sally up and bring Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Oh, Miss Blues is dead gone. They'll be head
Bristol, Tennessee, the Bristol Motor Speedway, the world's fastest half mile, the steam for tonight's Powertek Power Solutions Nationwide Series race. 150 laps under the lights tonight. In the booth, you have myself, Ian Adams, with me, Trevor Smith, Carl, in the production trailers, giving you the pictures you see. A few quick things to cover. Obviously, we're here at Bristol. It's going to be 150 laps tonight. We are going to send it trackside real quick, get our national anthem out of the way. We'll come back, cover some track facts, get you the grid, and get you ready to go.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bristol. Tonight we are here for the Powertek Power Solutions Nationwide Series. Going to get you a real quick rundown of the grid. Starting on pole tonight, it'll be Tyler McEwen in the number 1. To his outside, the number 29, Ben Nile.
In third, we got William Roberts on the inside. On the outside, Dylan Brockwell looking for number 5 of the season in your 4th place position.
Starting 5th on the inside of row number 3, Michael Woolley in the number 19. To his outside, the number 14, Powertek Power Solutions Chevrolet, James Ross.
On the inside of row 4, we got the number 77 of Brent Sturgeon. On his outside, David Forch in the number 55.
Number 73 of Sean Medling will start 9th, and the number 66 of Scott Wallace will be to his outside in 10th.
In 11th, we got TJ Woodward in the number 13, and 12th, William Long in the number 16.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll get you caught up on the rest of the cars tonight. Later on, we are getting ready to go green as the cars pace into turns 1 and 2. McEwen will lead them to the green, waiting for that Mustang pace car to make the hard left turn down to pit road. There it goes. Field is in control of McEwen. We wait for the green flag to start this race. Green flag in the air. We are racing at Bristol. McEwen with a big jump heading for 1. See McEwen there to the high side, and it's side by side for 3rd now. Brockwell on the outside, Roberts on the inside. Looks like Brockwell might have got the wall a little bit, but he's able to save it. Back to the outside now. Brockwell all the way up against that wall, trying to fight back around Roberts. He's going to get the run down the straightaway here. Can he clear him into 3? Able to run it in a little bit deeper, not quite able to clear him yet, but there he goes. Now he's going to get to 3rd. Dylan Brockwell up to 3rd already, getting ready to go for that 5th win tonight if he can pull it off.
Yeah, Ian, we're going to see a lot of high line running here. Not much you can do on the bottom with these cars. Most of it's all going to be on the high line. You get that extra little bit of banking right up there against that wall.
As we look back now, Roberts in the wall. Ooh, it's going to stack a bunch of cars up here. James Ross to his inside, going into the corner. He's able to get out. Drives it up out of that corner. They're side by side. They're stacked up, looking at 3 wide down the front straightaway there. Returns. See the Noble Network 1 cars tonight running the breast cancer awareness schemes. Number 73 of Sean Medling, you see him there. In that bright pink Chevrolet. So we look to the battle right in front of him. Brent Sturgeon, David Force side by side for 8th. Excuse me, not for 8th. For 7th. So everybody seems to have settled down more or less at this point in the race. The battle for the lead is heated up. Ben now right in the back bumper of Tyler McEwen. They cross the stripe that time. 0.128 separate them. Now trying to get his nose in where he maybe can get McEwen a little bit loose. I don't think we're going to see the bumper this early in the race, but here they go off into the corner. Not yet.
Looks like he was trying to repeat last race. Broke the wall quite a few times.
It's not something you want to do if they rein that in, and seems like just the way he's driving the car, he should be able to clear Niles. Niles running about a line lower, but maybe that's helping him every time McEwen gets the wall. And, as these two get a little bit dicey up front here, we look behind them. Dylan Brockwell, the number 20 car, he's closing. Drops it down to 7/10 of a second. He's definitely, with that full track to work with, he's closing up on these guys.
Looking back further through the field, we seem to be mostly single file. Not much action going on right now. It looks like it's all in front.
Oh, McEwen back at the wall. Had it a little bit there, but able to pull it out. Niall still sits 2nd. Brockwell still closing in 3rd. Then Michael Woolley, the 19, he sits 4th. James Ross 5th. Force battling him for his position in 6th. William Roberts 7th as Force dives it down low. Can he make it stick? He's going to go to the high side now. Force with the inside line pass as he goes up to 5th position. We look back further in the pack now. Brent Sturgeon sits 8th. Sean Medling 9th. Scott Wallace in 10th. they run at the moment your top 10. As we look back towards this battle for the lead is now Dylan Brockwell has caught Ben Nile for second place. See what he can, if he can make quick work of him, get after Dollar Reeve, excuse me, in the Cup Series. Get after McEwen there in the number 1 car. Make short work of him.
As the battle for second heats up here, probably be looking for Brockwell to make a pass on Ben Nile so McEwen doesn't get out too far out in front.
So a quick update of one of the cars in the back here, Dylan, 3 laps down already. Looks like he got the wall pretty hard there on the start. Had to bring that thing down pit road. Unfortunate, but a lot of race left. He gets a few cautions. He might be right back in this thing. If you unable to branch to gap, we look back now at the battle for second. Caution on the track.
How about water, pressure, temperature right there?
It appears it's the 27 of Jay Adair. Got around in 3 and 4. Maybe had a little help there as he got loose. And yes, contact from Andy Kessler, one's very own. And, whew, able to take minimal damage there and save it. But lap down car caught in the middle of the pack. Not exactly what you wanted to see. And it looks like plenty of cars already coming to pit road now as we go back to the front. Look at the 3 cars we have out front here. You can see them right here on pit road with William Roberts interjected as well. Looks like everybody's going to take 4 in fuel. Somebody maybe gamble, take 2 tires and get back out. Yes, they do. There goes the 19. Michael Woolley going to win the race off of pit road. Followed by McEwen, Nile, Brockwell, and Forsch. As they come off of pit road there, I'll see if anybody stayed out. Appears not, so both lap down cars will get a wave as long as they don't pit.
While we're under caution, we'll take you through the top 10 in points. We got Dylan Brockwell leading this season. William Roberts in second, 28 points out of the lead. James Ross in third. Tyler McEwen in fourth. They happened to switch places in the points last week. We got Ben Nile in fifth. Stefan Bernal in sixth. Dylan Lee in seventh. Brian Terry in eighth. Sean Medling in ninth. And rounding out your top 10 is Ronald Henry.
Definitely the points battle closing up here, but with Brockwell getting these wins week after week, it seems to be him closing his grasp on that championship title. As we are under caution here, we'll take you through our Sam Bass Gallery's top 5. The number 19, Michael Woolley, first car off pit road, only took 2 tires. He leads at the moment. Tyler McEwen, first car on 4. He took 4 tires under that caution. He sits second. Ben Nile third. Dylan Brockwell fourth. David Forsch rounding out your top 5 in 5th. And that car in front of them, that number 5 competition diecast Chevrolet, that is Dylan Lee. He is a lap down, multiple laps down actually. He will get a wave around with 1 lap to go, which will put him 2 laps down at the moment. Jay Adair still 1 down after that spin, went down pit road, got some damage repaired and all that. So we'll have to see what we get here as now Lee gets his wave around. We'll see him double up. Woolley will take the outside. McEwen sits second on the inside. Brockwell, or Nile and then Brockwell, and then Forsch. TJ Woodward of the Noble Network 1 car sporting that breast cancer awareness scheme, number 13. William Roberts, James Ross, Brent Sturgeon, Sean Medling round out your top 10 as we look back to the front here into turns 3 and 4. Getting ready to take the green flag. Waiting for the pace car to turn off into Pit lane, there it goes. We go side by side, waiting on Woolley. Green flag is out. Woolley's going to get a bump from the 20. Going to push him ahead. Woodward into the wall. Wreck down the front straightaway. Big wreck down the front straightaway. Brent Sturgeon upside down. James Ross involved. William Long involved. Ross Cato involved. Wyatt Wolf. TJ Woodward. Stefan Brunel looks like he checked up enough to get through it. Scott Wallace involved. Looks like Adair involved again. Arn involved. Looks like Henry involved. A lot of cars involved in that one. Looked like what happened there is he just jumped on the gas and spun the rear tires a little bit there, Trevor.
Yeah, that's really what it looks like. You know, these cautions just breed cautions. And actually, of course, it looks like our Noble Network 1 car there that happened to line them up too much and hit the wall, and 14 got into them and just bounced everybody off of each other with these tight track. But hopefully get this squared away and get back underway and have some good green flag racing.
To one of our, obviously the Noble Network 1 car involved there is TJ Woodward. The other two on the track, Andy Kessler and Sean Medling, able to either check up or get through that with minimal damage. As we watch now a lot of cars back to pit road to get some damage repair. And looks like as they run, Andy Kessler, Dylan Lee, those guys, if they stayed clean, should be... Landy's on the lead lap, but Dylan Lee should get a lap back here as long as he stays out front.
Just watching through that replay there real quick, noticed that there was at least 10 cars involved in that quick little pile up there.
Obviously some of those not heavily involved, but a few cars that, as we look here, a few cars that were, it appears Adair, Mike Arn, Ross Cato, David Camara, Wyatt Wolf, William Long, James Ross, Brent Sturgeon, Lee not involved. He was able to check it up. We are going to send you to a quick commercial, get a word from our sponsors. We will bring you back, get ready for the green, and take the green flag, go race, and hopefully get a good green flag run in. Where you're watching the Powertek Powered Solutions Nationwide Series here on Noble Network 1.
I felt it all at the hall, where it's a cool 33 degrees.
We experienced it all at the hall, where my son became the fastest man ever.
I relived it all at the hall, where my grandson asked me, "Did you really do all that?"
Experience high-octane fun during NASCAR Hall of Fame's Cure for the Common Summer, presented by Coca-Cola.
Does a real race car have a center post? Of course not, and neither should your race rig. The R-Seat Evo V3 with its unique design has no center post. The R-Seat Evo replicates what you would be accustomed to in your daily driver or something you may take to the track. It can accommodate drivers from 4'11" up to over 6'6" tall and is pre-drilled for all of the major wheel manufacturers on the market today. When it comes to performance, look no further than the R-Seat Evo V3. Check out the R-Seat Evo and other sim racing equipment by heading to www.rseat.net.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Powertek Power Solutions Nationwide Series here on Noble Network 1. Getting ready to go green after that last caution that involved more than 10 cars down the front straightaway as TJ Woodward spun the tires. Pace car in. Field is in the control of Michael Woolley. We wait for him. He gets on the gas. Can we all get away clean this time? Side by side into one. It's McEwen on the outside for the lead. Woolley able to clear as McEwen got high. They're going to go almost 3 wide, forced to the inside of Brockwell. Can he make that stick all the way to the bottom now? Drives it in there deep. Brockwell able to keep that nose to the outside. If he can run it off hard, can he get him clear down to the 3 and 4? Laps already ticking away as we're 32 into 150 of this event. We look back to the front. McEwen looking to make a crossover here, trying to get around Woolley. Woolley slides up. McEwen, they touch. McEwen with a save. Now Niles and McEwen's outside for second position. Comes Bent Niles looking to make that outside work. Gets on the gas hard. McEwen got loose again. Niles going to clear him. He's going to be able to slam the door on fourth. Brockwell falls to fifth. And that's a forced to the inside of McEwen now for third. Can he make that work? Got around Brockwell that way. It seems to be the move he's been making all night. and it seems to be working. He's able to drive up off that corner in front of McEwen. McEwen now looking to the inside. Battle for the lead. Ben Nile to the inside. The 19 on the outside only has 2 tires. Can he make that thing stick against the wall side by side as they come down the back stretch into turn 3 and 4? Now right in the high side now as here comes Forsh. He's closing in. Nile not going to be able to clear. Now Forsh on his bumper. William Roberts driving the inside, able to clear, almost able to clear Brockwell. Brockwell able to power back on the outside now. To the front, no, Ben Nile still beating down the back bumper of the 19. Can he get there? Can he make the pass? Not going to get the nose in this time. Force looking for his opportunity. Can he make the outside work? Brockwell and Roberts side by side for 5th position as they go through the middle of the corner. Brockwell was able to hold on to the position that lap, but this lap it's going to be... Oof, Roberts keeps driving that inside line. Brockwell able to use the power on the outside to get around him. Brockwell going to get held up by McEwen a little bit? No, now it's Medling and Roberts. The battle at the front continues to heat up. This is the battle we watch on track right now. The 51, William Roberts. The 73, Sean Medling. They go side by side now for the 6th position. Ooh, Roberts thought he had him cleared, nearly shut the door. Battle for the lead, Nile. To the inside, he goes side by side with the 19. They touch, door slam. 19 gets loose, Nile's going to slip in. Can he get clear? Yes, he does. Ben Nile to the lead. Woolley not done with him yet. He gave him a bump getting to the corner there. Side by side, back into turn number 1. Nile's going to use the power on the outside. Here comes Ford. Can he make that move he's been making all night work for 2nd? McEwen right on his bumper. And then Brockwell and Roberts side by side again. Already in effect got Roberts back up that inside line. He's caught back up to Brockwell now. Nile able to clear a little bit. Now can Forsh get by that number 19 of Woolley. Still side by side back here as McEwen and Brockwell keep getting stacked up. Brockwell not able to clear Roberts. He's stuck in 5th. 4th, Woolley. That's the battle for 2nd right now. So much action on the track right now, it's hard to keep track of all of it as they look to go 3 wide. Medling not going to stick the nose in this early. 43 laps in, we're closing in on a 1/3 of the way done with this event. And all that melee though, Ben Nile able to open up a fairly decent lead as they still go side by side back here in the middle of the pack. And now side by side for 3rd, looking at 3 wide. It's going to be McEwen to 3rd over 4th. McEwen looking to the bottom, can he clear Woolley too? Yes he can. McEwen from 4th to 2nd in 1 lap. But now here comes Forge back on the inside. He's going to try to make the same move McEwen just made. He's going to clear Woolley, but he's not going to have anybody holding him up on the outside. McEwen able to clear. Now, it's a battle for 3rd. Woolley and Forge still side by side. Forge able to clear. Can he set his sights on McEwen and get his position back? Brockwell now having to deal with the 19 of Michael Woolley with Sean Medling breathing down his neck. He's going to have to go to the inside here if he's going to make the pass. Woolley's not going to give up that outside line. McEwen now closing back up on Ben Nile. We're going to see a battle for the lead here shortly, but right now it's Brockwell to the inside of Woolley. Into turns 1 and 2 is Brockwell down on the bottom. He's going to clear. The 19. Michael Woolley to the outside. Brockwell clears. That's going to be the position swap. Brockwell up to 4th. Medling behind him. They've sorted that battle out now. It's the first battle we see is between the 79 of Stephen Brunel and Ronald Henry, and they've sorted that in as well. Everybody finally falling into a single file line as they start to drive through corners as they're supposed to.
Sean Medling going low on the 19 to Woolley.
Medling to the bottom, but looking back to the front, it's Forsh. McEwen side by side for 2nd. Can Forsh make the car stick? He almost gets into him, may have touched a little bit there. Forsh going to back off now. He's going to drive this corner normal. Run that outside line is what he's been doing. Build the momentum up high, then dive it low and drive it in there. Brockwell now on his bumper. As we look back there, Sean Medling was able to clear Woolley. He's going to move to 5th. 3-car battle for second place right now between Dylan Brockwell, David Forsh, Tyler McEwen. These are the 3 we've seen up front all night. Forsh has been climbing his way up the ranks, and Nile out front as normal. Leader is now catching lap cars up ahead as the 66 of Scott Wallace is the first car they'll come across. Ben Nile, Tyler McEwen out front. Off into turns 3 and 4, excuse me. McEwen Dives it low, gets the run. Can he make it stick? Side by side battle for the lead with lap cars in front of him. Here we go. Can he make it work? Oh, he's going to bump Wallace. Oh, they touch. McEwen. Forced air around. Can everybody get by?
Save. How was your car?
Everybody does get through clear. And that was, I'm not sure what happened there. Force did not appear to be happy with the one car of McEwen there. Looks like McEwen just ran over the 66 and then around him and he lost it up into Force, and around him and Force went. Not sure what Tyler was thinking there, if he thought maybe the 66 was up to speed or what, but just really bounced off the back end of that car, and luckily nobody else involved. Force and McEwen, and Force giving him a little bit of a tap there, not exactly happy with him, I think. Have to see how that plays out. But that's as cars come to pit road. Now we see him. Looks like Brockwell gonna beat Niall out this time. Cars that stayed on track all appear to be lap down cars. As the last car on track at the moment is Dylan Lee in that number 5. Then Brockwell, who will take over the lead. We'll reset the order here in a minute once everybody's off of pit road and relined up. We are going to send you to a quick commercial break, get a word in from our sponsors. You are watching the Powertek Power Solutions Nationwide Series presented by Noble Network 1. Racing lives here.
Hey race fans, it's Carl Edwards, driver of the number 99 Aflac Ford Fusion with your eye safety tip of the week. Did you know that 90% of eye injuries can be avoided simply by wearing the proper ANSI approved eyewear? More than 1 million Americans have lost some degree of sight due to eye injury. That's a risk that I'm just not willing to take. Go to wileyx.com to find a dealer near you and to learn more about the first premium performance sunglass company whose entire product line meets occupational safety standards. That's wileyx.com. WileyX. Safety never looks so cool.
Did your little storm knock out the power? Well, excuse me for not noticing.
Hate to disappoint you, old man Winter. Better luck next time.
If the power goes out, your Generac standby generator goes on, automatically.
Down trees? Flash floods? Is that all you've got?
Stand up to the threat of outages with Generac, and never feel powerless.
Welcome back to Bristol Motor Speedway, where the battles are hot and the tempers are even hotter. We're getting through the end of the caution here, getting ready to stack them back up. Let's run you quickly through your Sandbass top 5. We got Dylan Brockwell leading, choosing the outside lane for the restart to his inside in second. Ben Nye on the 29. We got Sean Medling in third, William Roberts in fourth, and Stefan Burnell in fifth. Pace car's going into turn 3, getting ready to take that hard left turn down pit road. And we'll be back under green. Pace car just hit pit road. Dylan Brockwell with a big jump, leading us off onto the green flag. William Roberts and Ben Nile going at it for second. Ben Nile getting run on the inside. Will it be Ben Nile into 3? No, they're still side by side. William Roberts looking for the power on the outside to clear him. Ben Nile still on the inside. Brockwell's loving it, trying to get a little bit of distance.
Ben Nile dives to the inside, looking low. William Roberts going to catch up to Brockwell here. Who closed up big time through that corner. I think Brockwell might have caught the wall. Ben Nile to the inside for the lead. Not going to be able to make it stick. Brockwell able to clear him out. Here comes Nile back into 3 and 4. Hard charge all the way to the bottom. Roberts following him down there. Neither one of them can gain much ground. Brockwell actually gained a couple of car lengths there. Top 5 rounds out with the 19 of Michael Woolley and the 75 of Ronald Henry down to the down the back straightaway. Excuse me, I'm running out of breath up here in the booth because of all the action I have to call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's close right there. 1 and 2 less than a second between first and fifth right now. And less than half a second between the first three.
We're in a battle for 7th between the 79 and Tyler McEwen. McEwen was in the wall out of 3 and 4. 75 dropped inside. Sorry, 79 dropped inside. They've been running too wide last couple laps.
At the front, though, the battle for the lead. It's a 3-car battle. The 51, William Roberts, he's been up front all night. Ben Nile led most of this race, and Dylan Brockwell's kind of been lurking in 4th or 5th position, able to pull a little pit strategy, get out first. This is where he wants to stay right now. Everything clear in front of him, but they may be closing on some lap traffic again. Side by side for second now, Roberts and Nile down that bottom line. They look there. Ooh, got close, didn't touch. Roberts got loose. He's going to lose a lot of ground now, and that's going to give Nile a window. Can he get after Brockwell now? Davis Porsche, after that wreck, able to battle his way back up to 5th, fighting around with Henry Ford. He's going to get clear there, going to set his sights on that 19 car in front of him. Good comeback after that last wreck, and a little bit of they got some repairs done on pit road, at least got the things steering straight. You don't need cosmetic here. Nothing to do with that.
Forks looks to the inside, going into turn 1. Will he make it stay?
Battle for the lead. Ben Nile to the inside up to Brockwell. Brockwell able to clear. Here comes Nile back. He doesn't look happy. Looked like he was going to put the bumper to him there. But now here comes Roberts to the inside of Nile yet again. Can he make this one stick? Gonna have to drive it up off of that corner pretty hard. Got a little loose, able to keep the nose to the inside, but that's about it. Nile got the wall. Can Roberts clear him now? Big run off the corner. William Roberts to second. Move William Roberts up to second. He'll drop it behind Brockwell right now. Ben Nile in third. Scott Wallace all the way down the apron. He is a damaged car from earlier in this race. 10-car incident involved him. He got out of the way of the leaders. Because it didn't. Tyler McEwen now fighting back. He's up 4th position. Didn't just prove that these cars not aerodynamic qualities this weekend. Just put the power down, make sure it sticks, and turn it. You get all those 3 things to work. You don't have to worry about the aerodynamics. You can finish this thing without a front clip on the car and the radiator bungee cord to the frame. You can still have a shot at winning this thing. Quick update, Mike Arnn back on the track after extensive repairs in the garage. Probably won't see any kind of competition out of him tonight. 28 laps down at the moment, so we'll have to see where he ends up bringing that thing home, though, just staying out there and running around. The 51 and the 20 got a little bit of side-by-side action there, not really that much. Roberts now tags the wall. McEwen has gotten past Nile, and Nile is dropping. That 29 car just doesn't like the dirty air, if something might be wrong with it at the moment. We'll have to keep an eye on it and see where he goes. So now the 3, Brockwell, Roberts, McEwen. McEwen fighting back after that incident with Porsche and Wallace. It's going to allow him to drive off here into 1 and 2 right behind William Roberts. He is gaining very quickly. The story of the night, Dylan Brockwell out front. Looking for 5 in a row, just like he was in the Truck Series the other night. Wasn't able to pull him off then. Big battle for 4th. There were 3 wide there. Medling was all the way on the apron. Now Niles going to go around. No, he's going to save it, but Porsche is around. Oh, for now, upside down. Big wreck into turn 1. Cars coming in, checking up down the front straightaway. Porsche, oh! Thought he was clear to get back on it. He only caused another big incident right there. And wow, that was some racing. As we look, McEwen was able to get past Roberts, it looks like, so he'll sit second here. And that was Not entirely sure what happened. If that was just racing, or if somebody wasn't happy with somebody else and got turned around there.
That's just simply one car getting loose from the hard racing and the accordion effect happening after that. We got the leader on pit road.
Dylan Brockwell down on. Look at the replay from the blimp here real quick. You see, now just got loose, and then in came Porsche. Around he went. That's when it all went downhill, as Stefan Bernal was the one that got airborne, and that was not a pretty flight for him, but he was able to limp the car back to the pits, it appears. So let's see if he's okay. As leaders on pit road, Brockwell able to take 4. Can he get out? Roberts, Nile, all racing off. McEwen beats the 19. It's going to be Brockwell, Roberts, McEwen. Roberts able to make up the position he lost on track on pit road. Then Woolley, and it appears to be Ross Cato in 6th position, or moving up to 5th position. And Woolley dropping back may have been a little bit too quick off of pit road there. Have to keep an eye on that. Real quick, we're going to try and get an interview with our leader here, Dylan Brockwell. Ian Adams in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Dylan, it's been a hectic race from what we've seen up here in the booth. A lot of passing, a lot of guys using different lines. Saw you mired about 4th or 5th there for a little bit. Were you able to use that pit strategy to get you out front? What's the key to keeping it out there now?
Just staying up high. I don't think anybody can do anything down low. Rode 4th or 5th just to size these guys up. And looks like some of them kind of goofed up with that lap car, so took advantage of that. I'm just going to try to get in some clean air and ride on.
We see you. We've seen you battling back and forth with Roberts and McEwen back there. Those guys look like they got some good cars. You feeling a little iffy about the fifth win of the season tonight, or you think you maybe got a good shot at it?
We definitely have a good shot, as long as nothing goes wrong. I know Tyler and William both have great cars. And also Ben Nile, too, has a great car. So it's definitely going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. None of them are. So.
And for Dylan, thank you for giving us that chat there. We'll send you back and let you get hold of everybody as we get ready for the restart here.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We stack them up double file. That was Dylan Brockwell, the leader in the number 20 car. He's going to choose the outside line here. The lights are off on the pace car into 3 and 4. Looking for that pace car to turn in. Brockwell will be in the control of the field. Brockwell now has control. Brockwell gone. He's going to get a big jump. Cato's going to follow him. It's going to be a battle for second now. Ross Cato on the outside. Roberts on the inside now. Roberts able to clear through 1. Is he going to be able to slide up in front of him? Yes, he will. Roberts able to hold 3rd. There goes McEwen. He got loose, it looked like, but he was able to make it stick side by side with Ross Cato up off the corner. McEwen running that bottom line very hard. Can he make it stick this time? Able to drive it out. Can he get past that 12 car? All the way to the bottom, and he's going to be able to clear him, it looks like, out of this corner. If he can get a good enough run, yes, he will. William Roberts catching up to Dylan Brockwell. He looks to the inside, not able to make it work just yet. Can he get the nose in here? Maybe get a good run down the back straightaway? Nothing yet. Now as we look, McEwen is caught back up after clearing Cato. Now here comes Henry to the inside of Cato for 3rd. Excuse me, for 4th position there. Henry and Cato battle it out. Ooh. Oh, Henry got tight there in the number 75. Nearly took Cato out. They'll go single file there with Camara. Lap down in 10th position right behind him, trying to get the lap back the hard way. Now the front 3, Tyler McEwen scrapes the wall. William Roberts trying to get the run off the corner. Can he get to Brockwell? Not this lap. Still side by side, or excuse me, still nose to tail at the front of the field. Number 20, Dylan Brockwell, the number 51 of William Roberts running 1-2 at the moment, followed by Tyler McEwen in 3rd. Then Ross Cato and Ronald Henry battling for 4th and 5th. Camara, he's 10th a lap down. Then Andy Kessler in 6th position. Good to see that 84 car having a good ride tonight. Jay Adair looking to the inside now to go 7th. Behind them, Michael Woolley in the 19, he's 8th. Then Ben Nile in 9th. You got to look back a ways, or back to the front now, actually, to find Dave Camara rounding out that top 10. As the 151 and 20 still out front. And as we look here, it's hard to tell who's running where at the moment. Not who's running where, but what line they're running, I should say, is the 51 running middle to low. I don't know if that's actually the faster line or if that high line's working. Is now McEwen all the way to the bottom. Trying to make that thing stick. Can he get clear? Yes, he does. Slams the door, but here comes Roberts right back. Roberts not able to make the pass work, though, as McEwen now sets his sights on that number 20 car. The 20 and the 1, it's a battle we've seen all season. Normally, though, McEwen not able to finish it out. Caution on the speedway. The 61, Wyatt Wolf, slow on the front straightaway. Looks like he drove it off in the corner. TJ Woodward was in the wall, came down, just clipped him, and round went Wyatt. Not what Woodward wanted, I'm sure, as a few cars able to slip by. TJ Woodward did have to take the car back to pit road. Let's see what happened there. As now leaders come down pit road. Brockwell leads them down. McEwen behind him. William Roberts, they all hit their pit stalls looking for 4, and fuel should be the call unless somebody goes brash here and tries to take 2. Woolley made it work a little bit earlier, but not that well. Everybody so far taking 4. Brockwell down off the jacks. Can McEwen make that first pit stall work for him? He's going to hold second, it looks like. That should be about it. We'll have to see here if he did actually hold second or not. Looks like he did, as Jay Adair files in, as is Ross Cato, Ben Nile, Michael Woolley, Andy Kessler, and Ronald Henry as they file off of pit road. We'll send you to a quick commercial break here, bring you back, get you updated on where everybody's lining up. You are watching the Powertek Power Solutions Nationwide Series here on Noble Network 1. Racing lives here.
I felt it all at the hall, where it's a cool 33 degrees.
We experienced it all at the hall, where my son became the fastest man ever.
I relived it all at the hall, where my grandson asked me, "Did you really do all that?"
Experience high-octane fun during NASCAR Hall of Fame's Cure for the Common Summer, presented by Coca-Cola.
Hey race fans, it's Carl Edwards, driver of the number 99 Aflac Ford Fusion with your eye safety tip of the week. Did you know that 90% of eye injuries can be avoided simply by wearing the proper ANSI approved eyewear? More than 1 million Americans have lost some degree of sight due to eye injury. That's a risk that I'm just not willing to take. Go to wileyx.com to find a dealer near you and to learn more about the first premium performance sunglass company whose entire product line meets occupational safety standards. That's WILEYX.com. Wiley X. Safety never looked so cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bristol, here for the Powertek Power Solutions Nationwide Series. I'd like to invite into the booth now a good friend of ours and our special guest for tonight, Brian Terry, normally on track in the number 92 car in this series, but tonight he has joined us up here in the booth. Brian, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Ian. Fortunately, I wasn't able to make it to this race tonight. I had some unfortunate circumstances, but thank you for having me up here.
That's no problem, bud. As we get ready to go green here, they're going to line up the sandbasket. Real quick, top 5 as Dylan Brockwell lead them down. Dylan Brockwell lead them down, then Tyler McEwen, William Roberts, Jay Adair, Ross Cato waiting Oh, Brockwell backed him way up. Able to go. He gets a big jump now. McEwen trying to clear Jay Adair on the outside. McEwen able to make it stick on the inside, gets by Adair. Here comes Roberts down to the inside. Caution back on the speedway as we're already looking. Oh, Camara hard into the wall in 1 and 2, rolls down track. Ooh, and is able to, Porsche able to lock him up there, not get into anybody. That was, see what happened there. It looked like they went off into the corner. Oh yes, him and Andy Kessler go around, and fortunate for him, he was having a good race. And just ended up getting turned around there. That's fortunate to see for Andy, the number 84 car. But Brian, you've been sitting around watching this race tonight. What have you, from your perspective as a driver, what have you seen in the series tonight that, well, makes you happy you're not out there?
Well, missed the first chunk of this race, but just watching this incident just now, it just seems like a unfortunate incident. Just Andy having a good run there, just holding that middle line, and 71 just trying to take that that low line away from him, and unfortunately just pushes right up into Andy, entering the turn there.
Yeah, that's about what I saw there. Looked pretty standard. Well, we have seen you out being very competitive this season in the nationwide series this year. It's at 8th in points at the moment. With a few races left here, what's your strategy?
I'll just go out there and run as consistent as I possibly can. I've been having a roller coaster season here in the nationwide series, and just want to finish these last 2 races strong. I was looking forward to this race, but as I mentioned before, just unfortunate circumstances took me out of this one.
Yeah, Brian, it's fortunate to hear that you weren't out there tonight. Would have liked to see that 92 out there, but like we said, good to have you in the booth for the remainder of this one as we sit here looking at these guys sitting or lining up. We're going to bring you back with a Sandbass Gallery's top 5. Guess we'll do it now as we race under caution, or as we pace under caution, I should say. 20, Dylan Brockwell, your leader, has led the majority of the laps tonight, but sitting out front for the moment with plenty of pressure from behind. Tyler McEwen in the 1 car battled back after a collision with David Forsch in a spin. Sits second now. Jay Adair in 3rd in the number 27 Chevrolet. 51, William Roberts, he sits 4th at the moment in the NASCAR Hall of Fame Chevrolet. And Ben Nile finally battled his way back up to 5th. Looking to maybe make a run to the front here at the end of this thing, and we'll have to see what we get as they double file it up. Brockwell on the outside yet again. Then the 1 of Tyler McEwen on the inside, the 51 William Roberts, Jay Adair, Ross Cato, or sorry, Ben Nile, then Ross Cato, then Henry, a few other cars as we get ready to go here into 3 and 4. Waiting for that pace car to turn off. It will be Brockwell's field at that point. We'll have to see if he does that same thing he's been doing, where he backs that field up and then guns it and gets out a good gap. Backing it up, backing it up, backing it up. There he goes, and he's gone. Brockwell with a big jump to the outside. Roberts looking to battle McEwen on the outside. McEwen's going to make that thing stick on the inside. Looks like Roberts got a little bit loose. Now side by side behind him. Ben Nile, Ross Cato, battle for 5th. Ross Cato's gonna get that one, and he's gonna look at the 27, try and get 4th position away as well. Looking to the outside now, McEwen all the way up against that outside wall, but it's Brockwell out front. He's jumped out to a big lead already, and he's looking to extend it. Haven't seen that all night, anybody really jump out to a lead and be able to hold it. But here comes McEwen now, he's closing back in. Then Roberts, Jay Adair, Ross Cato side by side for the 4th position. Adair gonna be able to clear him. Now Nile and Woolley go side by side for 6th. Woolley on the inside, Nile outside. He's going to be running up high against that wall. Can he make it work? Woolley can't make the pass on the bottom. Niles going to be able to drive it out of the corner. Now Woolley drives it all the way down there. Had a couple tires on the apron, maybe making the thing turn a little bit better. They come through turns 3 and 4, coming to the front straightaway on at the stripe. Nile will hold 6th. Ewan and Roberts still holding pace. We are past 2/3 of the way through this one. 111 laps complete here tonight. I'm sorry, 110 laps complete. Coming to be 111 as we hit the line there of 150 under the lights here at Bristol. Oh, and Nile wrecking in front of Henry. Porsche able to save it. No caution. We're going to stay green as everybody was able to straighten that thing out. And that's going to move. That should move Cato and Woolley up a position.
And Nile into the wall again.
But Nile looked like he was turning his luck around, and he can't get that thing to turn now. It's him and Henry battle for the 9th position now.
Giving it up to Ronald Henry here.
He's out front. The leaders have settled down a bit and spaced out. Biggest lead we've seen all night tonight right now with Dylan Brockwell. No, not quite the biggest lead. On the camera angles I was seeing, it looked a little bit bigger. 0.6 seconds as he hit the line this time. We'll get another update over McEwen. McEwen actually closing now. Brings it down to within half a second. William Roberts sits 3rd. He's over a 1.5 seconds back. Then Jay Adair 2 seconds back. Battle for 5th between Cato and Woolley. They're almost 4 seconds behind the leader already. And Andy Kessler in 11th, looking already under the gun of going the lap down as we look at this battle for 4th. Ross Cato, Ross Cato, Michael Woolley for 5th. Go to the inside. Dylan Lee's there. 3 wide off the corner. Able to save it. Dylan Lee battling back from 3 laps down. He sits 7th at the moment.
That's what happens when you just stay out there and keep your car clean and get those laps back after an early race incident.
McEwen still closing slowly but surely at the front, but here's the battle we're watching right now. The 19 and the 12. Michael Woolley, Ross Cato, that's the battle for 5th. Now Dylan Lee's going to make it a battle for 6th between him and Woolley. And he's going to look to the inside. We got a small pack from here as Porsche is closing. Lee got a little loose, able to save it. Have to recover now as he's running that bottom line a little bit more. They're going to look at 3 wide again. Lee back down. It looks like it maybe just got loose. 30 laps to go at the line this time. It looked like Cato and Woolley might have got together there, as Brian said. I'm not sure. Right now it looks like Dylan Lee going to get by Cato for the 6th position. Woolley gets by for 5th. At the front, McEwen is there. He has caught Brockwell 0.2 behind him. We've seen this all night. McEwen able to get there, hasn't been able to make the pass yet. We'll have to see if he doesn't hold out here a little bit longer as we close in. Less than 30 laps to go here at Bristol. Ben Niles now falling a lap down back to 11th position. That is not what he wanted to see for tonight. As well as a lot of these other guys out here. Camaro, Wolf, Woodward, all more than 20 laps down. Stephen Brunell, James Ross, Mike Marr, 47, 50 laps down and on. We're back to Wallace, Long, and Sturgeon have all taken their cars behind the wall. As we look at, trying to get back to the leaders there. Ronald Henry nearly lost it down the front straightaway. Able to save it though as this battle for 5th is not over yet. Dylan Lee is there. Might have got the wall there. Just a little bit. They're getting around lap cars. The leaders are fighting through it too. And that time at the line, Brockwell able to open the gap just a little bit. 0.247 from a 0.158. And the straightaway here. We're into turns 3 and 4. Who's it going to be down the front straightaway? Still Brockwell. Nobody can't tell if McEwen's fighting his time there. Just doesn't have the speed to get to him.
Taking a look at it, looks like McEwen is actually getting through the corners a little bit better than Brockwell, but unfortunately for McEwen, he's sometimes making a mistake and he's pushing up and scraping the wall there, which is scrubbing off some speed. Now with some lap cars here, McEwen's getting a nice good run, but nowhere to really go, and there he goes into the wall again.
I've been listening to his cars that's coming by here. It seems like he's coming off those corners, he's lifting a bit. Maybe getting the thing a little bit loose, driving it too hard, and just having to check the throttle a little bit to make sure he doesn't loop it. And that's giving Brockwell a bit of a lead. But yes, as I said, Brian, he is getting up into that wall a lot. And, it's definitely not helping his cause at all. As Brockwell, that time by able to open it to almost 0.3 of a second.
And I just wanted to update you with Brent here. He was cleared by infield care, but his car is too damaged. He won't be back out on track.
Thank you, Trevor, for that update. Brent was that car that went upside down in that earlier 10-car pileup on the front straightaway. However, he, as Trevor just said, he's okay, but the car too damaged. They loaded on the trailer, and he's going to be done for this evening. If we look back to the lead, both again on 15 laps to go. McEwen is there. If he's going to make his move, he's got to make it now.
Well, McEwen looks like he's not going to have a right side of his car if he keeps this up, but here he goes underneath Brockwell.
Side by side for the lead. They're going to scrape off the corner. McEwen got a little loose there, able to save it. Now he drives it in. He's off the wall yet again. Here he comes down the back straightaway, or down the front straightaway, excuse me. Can he close up on the 20 enough? Side, right down there on the to the wire. This one's going to come. It looks like 15 laps to go this time. McEwen up into the wall yet again, and that car he's just beating the right side off of that thing, overdriving that thing, trying to get it to Brockwell's bumper. Can he get there? Ooh, it's going to be close. Around here, this is the only battle on the track that we're really paying attention to at the moment. It's the one that matters. The one for the win. McEwen, Brockwell, side by side. Not side by side, no tails. I don't know what I'm looking at. I must be looking at the lap cars ahead of them, and now there they go side by side. McEwen to the inside. Bottom line. Ooh.
That high side continues to prevail here at Bristol. McEwen gets down to the low side, gets a good run, but Dylan Brockwell with that outside line just gets a really good run off these corners.
Well, here goes McEwen now. He's going to get to the inside down the straightaway. If he can dive it in, we've seen this all night. Lap traffic up high. McEwen, he's going to go to the lead. And Brockwell use the lap traffic to his advantage, get it back a little bit, has to move. We got it. Oh, excuse me, looks like he got into meddling there. Henry gets loose. It's going to allow Brockwell by, as goes McEwen.
And here we are, 10 laps to go.
And off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Lap traffic definitely playing a factor here. Can Brockwell get back to McEwen? That is the question. McEwen now able to open a bit of a gap.
McEwen actually managed to pull out 0.2 of a second away from Dylan Brockwell. But looks like Brockwell is fighting back on the back stretch here. Coming through turn 3 and 4. Looks like it's going to be another 10th loss by Dylan Brockwell. It looks like he's continuing to fall back just a little bit, but through 1 and 2, he gets a really good run, but 3 and 4 seems to be an Achilles heel for him.
Yeah, it looks like he keeps getting up and just touching that wall off of 4. McEwen out front at the moment. With a big lead. Right now, McEwen out front by over a second.
Yeah, McEwen had to pull 4 tenths that lap, 3 tenths a lap before. I think something might be wrong with Brockwell's car after getting in the wall that time.
Didn't look like much of a tap, but it could have been enough to maybe knock the toe out. Not driving right. 5 laps to go for Tyler McEwen to win it here at Bristol. He comes off the corner. On the back straightaway into 3 and 4 this time. He's got to get around Woolley. Clears him. That will put 5 cars left on the lead lap. In the top 5, it is Tyler McEwen leading, then Dylan Brockwell second, William Roberts third, Jay Adair fourth, and Dylan Lee has battled back from 3 laps down to sit 5th on the speedway. But right now, all eyes on Tyler McEwen as he leads this thing. With a few laps left to go. Coming to the line this time, it'll be 2 laps to go. As McEwen comes around. He's going to hit it there. 2 laps to go for McEwen. All he's got to do is make it these last 2 laps, and he's gained a good amount of on Brockwell. Brockwell may have burned the tires off trying to keep him behind him. McEwen all the way to the high side now. Ross going to give him the room.
4 more corners for McEwen here.
White flag in the air. McEwen, 1 lap to go. Nobody anywhere near him. Can basically cruise it in here through 3 and 4. And Tyler McEwen's going to come off at turn number 4 down the front straightaway. McEwen wins here at Bristol.
Dylan Brockwell crossing the line second, and William Roberts third. Jay Adair fourth, and Dylan Lee rounding out the top 5.
Guys cycling through here, a lap down and more. We are going to get a quick break here, sort some stuff out, catch our breaths after the last few laps there, and we'll bring it back and get some driver interviews and talk to our winner, as well as running through the results here tonight at Bristol. You're watching the Powertek Power Solutions Nationwide Series at Bristol on Noble Network 1. Racing lives here.
Hey race fans, it's Carl Edwards, driver of the number 99 Aflac Ford Fusion with your eye safety tip of the week. Did you know that 90% of eye injuries can be avoided simply by wearing the proper ANSI approved eyewear? More than 1 million Americans have lost some degree of sight due to eye injury. That's a risk that I'm just not willing to take. Go to wileyx.com to find a dealer near you and to learn more about the first premium performance sunglass company whose entire product line meets occupational safety standards. That's WILEYX.com. Wiley X. Safety never looks so cool.
I felt it all at the hall, where it's a cool 33 degrees.
We experienced it all at the hall, where my son became the fastest man ever.
I relived it all at the hall, where my grandson asked me, "Did you really do all that?"
Experience high-octane fun during NASCAR Hall of Fame's Cure for the Common Summer, presented by Coca-Cola.
Does a real race car have a center post? Of course not, and neither should your race rig. The R-Seat Evo V3 with its unique design has no center post. The R-Seat Evo replicates what you would be accustomed to in your daily driver or something you may take to the track. It can accommodate drivers from 4'11" up to over 6'6" tall and is pre-drilled for all of the major wheel manufacturers on the market today. When it comes to performance, look no further than the R-Seat Evo V3. Check out the R-Seat Evo and other sim racing equipment by heading to www.rseat.net.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bristol as the Bristol 150 and the Powertek Power Solutions Nationwide Series has just concluded. We are going to get you down trackside right now as I believe Trevor has caught up with our 3rd place finisher, William Roberts.
Yes, I have, Ian. William, damn good race out there tonight. Is there anything that you did that put you up to finish 3rd in this race?
Not too much. I mean, just try to avoid the wrecks.
How'd your car run for you for the full race, and then walk us through the last 20 laps there?
Well, first 3-4 laps I could be really quick. Then after that it kind of started to die down, and I was definitely slower than Dylan or Tyler on the long run, so we had a lot of trouble with that. Car just pushed up towards the wall on entry, just couldn't get it fixed. Last 20 laps were fun. Ran it on the green, so that was awesome.
Looking for anything for next week?
Wins. We need wins in order to try have another shot at this championship. Really screwed up at Kansas. Totally my fault. Just lost it. So we're trying to fight back now.
And who would you like to thank for this race tonight?
I'd like to thank my sponsor, NASCAR Hall of Fame. You guys for doing the broadcast, and you guys have been doing an awesome job. Noble Motorsport for putting this on, and that's about it.
Thank you very much, William. That was your third place finisher. I'm going to send it over to Brian Terry here, our guest host, and he'll get you up with second.
That's right, I'm down here with Dylan Brockwell, our points leader here in the Nationwide Series. Dylan, 11 laps to go, lap traffic playing a factor. How about you tell us about it?
It wasn't really lap traffic. Tyler was running me down. He had a little advantage, so he got by me and drove off, and that was it.
Overall, it seemed like a really good race for you. Led quite a number of laps there. Was there anything you could really do against Tyler there towards the end there if lap traffic was not a factor?
I probably could have rode to the wall a little bit more and saved some tires like somebody else was doing, but no, all in all, it was a great day. The fact that we came home second is an awesome points day for us, and didn't wreck the car and led a couple laps is awesome. It's good for Sam Bass Gallery, and I can't thank Dave Washington enough for having me.
Dave Washington continuing to mentor you through this series, and you're still sitting on a comfortable points lead. Who you would like to thank tonight for the second place finish?
Again, Dave Washington. I definitely wouldn't be here without him. Sam Bass Gallery, Noble as a whole, and all y'all Noble broadcast people. Y'all do a great job. It's pretty cool to go back on Monday and watch the race over again.
And I look forward to racing you again next week when we head on over to, I believe, Texas for the Nationwide Series again next week on Monday night. I'm going to send it over now to Ian Adams, who has caught up with our winner, Tyler McEwen.
Wait till Apex.
So we are down here in Victory Lane. I have caught up with our winner, Tyler McEwen. Tyler, one heck of a race, and you were able to pull it out there in the last 11 laps. Running Brockwell down there, how'd you do it?
The car was great. Like everywhere on the track. Like on the bottom, it was awesome. I don't know. A lot of people just couldn't pass on the bottom, and I just made it work somehow. The car was it was like on rails the whole race.
And we've seen you all season, Tyler. You've been battling with Dylan. You've been battling with Ben Nile. We've seen you so close, but not quite able to get the win. How's it feel to be here in Victory Lane tonight?
Really good. I've had a couple bad races recently, especially with Watkins Glen, where I felt like I should have been able to finish that one, but I guess I pushed a little too hard and took myself out, and this feels really good after that.
And we saw you, like we said, running Brockwell down there in the last few laps. He said you had a great car behind him there, but seemed had a few disputes, but nothing major tonight. What was the keys to keeping that car clean and out front tonight?
Just the top groove. The top groove is really grippy. If you kind of coasted in, it would you could get the throttle a little bit before apex, and it would get a good run down the straight. And I found like I was just a little bit earlier on the gas than Dylan. He's a great competitor, and he was really fast tonight and really consistent. And I gotta stay up front a little bit more so I can keep up in points. But yeah, I guess also the bottom was great for passing for me, so that really helped out.
Well, and as you said, it was a great points night as you did pull down max points tonight here at Bristol. Anybody you'd like to thank for the win?
I'd like to thank Dave Washington and Noble Motorsports for hosting these events and putting on a great show, week in and week out. That's about it.
And thank you, Tyler, for being up here in the booth with us. Go ahead and celebrate your win. We'll see you next week when we, if Brian was correct, when we roll into Texas.
All right. Thank you very much, guys.
Tyler McEwen, your winner tonight here at Bristol. Real quick, going to run you through the rest of the results. As we look at it here, your winner as we, McEwen takes the win tonight. Dylan Brockwell bringing her home second. William Roberts third. Jay Adair fourth. Dylan Lee comes home fifth. Michael Woolley in sixth. Ronald Henry seventh. Ross Cato in eighth. Sean Medley ninth. Andy Kessler brought it home 10th.
Bringing it home 11th is David Forsch in his third Noble Series race here. 12th place will be Ben Nile. 13th place, Wyatt Wolf. 14th place is TJ Woodward. David Camara brings it home 15th. James Ross, unfortunate for him, ends up 16th. Stefan Brunel caught up in a mid-race accident, ended up taking home 17th. 18th is Mike Arnn. Scott Wallace, 19th. And rounding out the last two positions, 20th and 21st, William Long and Brent Sturgeon.
As we did want to get an update, Brent Sturgeon, again, in case you missed it, was okay, was cleared from the infield care center. Fortunately, car was too damaged to get back out there, so he did finish 125 laps down. Unfortunate night for him. Guys, impressive race, and we saw it come down to the very end there. Trevor, your thoughts on the race tonight?
It started out a little bit shaky, seemed to clear up there at about halfway point, even a little bit before. Had a great race at the finish. Came down to the last, 20 laps. We had a great battle with Tyler McEwen taking the win. Luckily that Brent Sturgeon is okay from that rollover down the front straight through that accident. And yeah, it was a great race overall.
And Brian, I know you were only here for half of it, but the half you did see was the exciting end of it. Your thoughts tonight?
I must say, incredible racing towards the end here, especially with the top three. And that 10 laps ago pass by Tyler McEwen, it was really exciting just to watch, and just shows how much lap traffic can play a factor, especially at a short track like here at Bristol.
And it was one of those nights where it seemed like it came down to the very end. And with a short track, like Brian said, it's normally not difficult, or it's normally pretty difficult to get a race like that coming down to the finish line without somebody getting turned around. But as we saw tonight, it did work out. I'd like to give a big shout out to our sponsors tonight at the NASCAR Hall of Fame, R-Seat, Wiley X, Powertek Power Solutions, Competition Diecast, all those guys for helping us put the show on tonight. I'd like to thank Trevor and Brian for joining me in the booth tonight. Carl for giving you the pictures you've seen. I am Ian Adams. Tune in next week. We'll be in Texas for the Powertek Power Solutions Nationwide Series right here Monday night. This has been a Noble Network 1 presentation. Racing lives here. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next week.